Hi everyone, this is Yalak Munim, and here we are going to look into the cubic rule for estimating fuel consumption depending on the speed of a ship. Okay, but first I would like to just share with you briefly here from a study. This study they model fuel consumption based on the speed. They collected data from 418 noon reports. The vessel they used as a case is a 2008 car carrier vessel. Okay, here you have all the details of the vessels. So basically, they collected the speed from every noon report and then looked into the fuel consumption, and then they made this figure. These are very easy to make in Excel or whatever software you're using. And they also have a regression line here. So they feed a regression line here. They're not using the cubic rule. They feed a regression line, and they got the estimates for the regression line. So here from the R square, basically we can say that 75% of the changes in fuel consumption can be explained by speed. Of course, there are other factors that affects the speed. So that's why only a regression line could not explain more than 75%. Other machine learning models or so on, advanced models might be able to explain a bit more. But anyway, 75% is pretty good. And here the way we can use these kind of regression lines are that, let's say for a similar kind of vessel, you can estimate the fuel consumption for any speed. So let's say if you want to find the speed at fuel consumption at 50 knots, here in the values of x, you just replace with 15. Okay, so here you put like 0.1727 multiplied with 15 square minus 0.217 multiplied with 15, and then you will actually have a you will have the estimated value of y, which will be the fuel consumption at 15 knots. Actually, when I look at it now, the equation clearly, it's not a pure regression line. It's not a linear regression line. Okay, so it's actually capturing the cubic effect also to some extent, because here we have the square part, so we have some exponential. So it's not a linear line. As you see, the line is also a bit carved. Okay, so that's how actually we can make this kind of estimations using this kind of data. But now I'm going to show you a more simple form, which is a cubic rule, which is widely used in industry for fuel consumption estimation. And one thing we have to have in mind is that this cubic rule we are going to talk about, it basically works when the vessel is sailing close to its design speed. If the speed is way below the design speed, for example, 6 knots or 5 knots, for a vessel with a design speed of 16 knots, it's not going to work. Okay. For this vessel, the design speed was 20 knots, for instance. So now let's go to our Excel file. So we come here in our Excel file. This is the cubic rule equation. So basically what we are saying is that the actual fuel consumption denoted by F is a function of the fuel consumption in design speed, fuel consumption in design speed, and then multiplied with the function of actual speed divided by the design speed with a exponential factor. So here we denote the exponential factor with A. So the value of A is normally 3 for diesel engines, and it is 2 for steam turbines. So not many vessels are there with actually steam turbines nowadays. So we basically use 3 for diesel engines. But if you are doing with alternative types of fuel, so the equation might be different, right? So this works mainly for the diesel engine vessels. So here we try to implement the equation. So we have the design speed. We start from the 16, the design speed, and then we go down, right? So here we try to implement the equation, F star. So the value of F star, we have it here. We fix it with F in my keyboard with F4, Fn plus F4. I press the cell Fn and F4. Then I get these dollar symbols fixing the cell. It might be different for you. So find it out what cell, what are the buttons you have to push to fix a cell. We multiply this with S, which is the actual speed we are saying is here, and we are going to divide it with our design speed. Again, we have to fix the cell with our design speed. So I'm pressing Fn and F4, so we fix it. And we need an exponential factor on this. So here I'm using this symbol, and then I take the exponential factor from here. Again, I have to fix the cell for exponential factor. Enter. So we get 44. So we know already from design speed that, for design speed of 16, we will have 44 tons per day fuel consumption, which is the same we get here. Then we just drag it down and you get all these values, right? So we have 36 in 15 knots up to 14 tons per day for 11 knots. So that's how, using this equation, we can actually estimate the fuel consumption of a vessel. I hope you find it useful. This is a very simple example, but this can be used in many other complex examples. Okay, so for example, in economies of scale, when we calculate the economies of scale, we also look into fuel consumption. When we are dealing with speed optimization, considering freight rate and the fuel price, we also look into the fuel consumption. So this fuel consumption we use, we can estimate fuel consumption from this equation, and we can use it in many other kind of analysis. Okay, good luck. Hope you find it useful.